evening, guys. Last week we went to the streets and we said reject the finance bill, which is something which we are pushing for, and it's something which we are pushing for this week. Many people say it's funded, many people say it's not funded. Today I'm not dwelling on who funds, who is not funding. Today I want to deal in revolution as a topic. A student of history, and a really good student for that matter, I want to look at the case of Napoleon Bonaparte. Now, Napoleon was one of the greatest soldiers who ever existed. He never lost a battle. He was always on top of everything. We can liken Napoleon to many leaders of today. Now, one thing that is clear is they say Napoleon never lost a war. But the only war Napoleon lost was a people-driven revolution. It's a history lesson to most of our parliamentarians. It's a history lesson to most of the people who are sitting in power. Because when you're in power, you make a very simple assumption. And the assumption that you make is nobody can touch you. The assumption you make is you have the machineries of power. That means you control power. That means you manage power. That means you are in charge of everything. However, there is one simple thing which most lawmakers in Kenya, either they forgot, because I do believe that for you to do law, history mostly is one of the topics. Guys, Napoleon was only defeated by a people-led revolution. It was not led by an individual. It was not led by anybody maybe saying funding or not funding. It was led by the people. The people decided they'd rather burn the city, they'd rather burn their own town than to lose to Napoleon. And so, story goes that by the time Napoleon's army, the world's strongest army, arrived in the city, they literally found everything done. Guys, that is the war that Napoleon lost. Being a Monday morning, my appeal, my talk is literally to anybody in power. Don't just thump. Don't sit and start finding excuses. I give excuses to my daughter every time I lie to her. But there are days I lie to her, she looks at me, and I can see that my 40 days are over. Don't try and trivialize when people are angry. Don't try and trivialize when people are trying to complain about things they feel ought to change. Turn a listening eye. Don't believe that because you're an MP who was elected by people, people are fools. Don't believe because you're a president who was elected by people, the same people are fools. It is very difficult to unite people. It's one of the most difficult things, but it is also the easiest things to unite people. When you unite people, you create a machine. When that machine starts rolling, nothing can defeat it. Tuesday, there'll be more Mandamano. Trust me, it's going to be more, it's going to be stronger. Nobody is leading the people. People are facilitating people. Be very careful. My appeal to every leader who may even have a chance to watch this, it's time to drop the arrogance. It's time to drop the patriotic, the tribal connotations, and it's time to listen to a people. Because a people united can never be defeated. Cheers.